Hey, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Goldie with Goldie Smell Good. If you're new to my channel, I do discuss fragrance and fashion. If that interests you, consider subscribing. I do have a very special video today. My personal top favorite fragrances from the 90s, okay? Two of them I don't own. I'm going to discuss those first, okay? And I will put the names in the box, okay? The first one is no stranger. You should know this one, and this is from Davidoff, Cool Water. Hey, look, man, in '93 when Snoop came out with that, I got my Johnson Baby powder and Cool Water cologne, you know what I'm saying? It went off. '93, you had to been there, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I could assimilate that vibe, that energy that was popping off. I'll never forget Christmas of, I think, '93, '94, I asked for that album. I got that album, man, and Snoop was talking about that Cool Water on that album. I had to have it, man. And Cool Water, I have Nissan Armada, which is very similar. And all Cool Water is, and you can get it all day at the rack stores, it's like a green, fresh fragrance, okay? Kind of aquatic, green, fresh fragrance, a little lavender. You know, it's a good fragrance, man, a solid fragrance, okay? Next, when this bad boy came, it broke the mold, okay? Dior Fahrenheit. That fragrance blew us away, man. We never smelled nothing like that. We just knew it was different. You know, this is, of course, prior to internet, so we didn't have reviewers, so we didn't even know it smelled like petroleum or gasoline. We just knew it smelled different, man. You know, you didn't know it smelled like gas till somebody told you it did. You was enjoying your fragrance till they came with all those talking points, man. And I get the talking points, but I'm just saying, man, it was something different back then in the 90s, man, where you could just apply your fragrance and just enjoy it, man. You know what I mean? It wasn't all about spray routines and projection and longevity and seasonality, man. I mean, I could just imagine the 90s, we put our fragrance on and somebody asked, well, how long has that lasted? How long does it project off you? You know what I'm saying? Those are never the questions, man. We just put it on, man, and head out the door, man. It was a beautiful time. It was a lot less pressure back then, man. You know, I think there's more pressure now. And I do believe social media, has something to do with that. You know what I mean? I think that's why more people are sad and depressed, man. In the 90s, you could be a regular guy with cologne on and you was good, man. You know what I'm saying? We had a car called a Hoop back in the day, you know what I'm saying, which is short for Hoopty, man. And basically, I had a '78 Buick Electra, limo tint all the way around, and it had music. We called it a Hoop. That's all we needed back then, man. And we was live, man. Used to ride the Screw House, get screw tapes, and it was cool. Oh yeah, your boy used to go to Screw Highs in my Hoop, banging, 15s in the trunk, looking good, you feel me? Grab me a screw tape, yeah, 97 Live, yeah. Cassette tape, man. Used to go to Screw Highs, you feel me? Receipts, you dig? Yeah, charge it to the game, yeah. Screw Highs, cassette tape, you know what I'm saying? Later on, when he got the shop, these are the ones he had in the shop. Words a little rubbed off, as you would expect for a 25-year-old tape. But yeah, man, your boy used to go to Screw Highs, man. It was real, it was live, man. Had to have been there. And it was cool. But now, man, you gotta have a Mercedes, you got to have this kind of house, your type of vacation, or you're trash. Which is not cool, man. So I think that's why we had a good time in that era, man, because there wasn't a lot of comparison, as we do know comparison is the thief of joy, you feel me? But yeah, man, without further ado, listen. When this fragrance came, this broke the mold for us. A lot of people talk down on it in it right now, and I could get that, of course, compared to all the choices you have now. But back then, this fragrance slapped us across the face, man, broke the mold. It was nothing like it. I would say in that 93, 94, 95 range, it was the champ. Joop, good old fashioned Joop. Or is it Joop? Before we knew it was Joop, we called it Joop, the innocence of the 90s. It was so easy, man. Well, nobody gonna come correct you, man. That's actually Joop, man. Oh, my bad, man. I just know I smell good. Ooh, I just know I smell good, man. I don't know all this, what you talking about, man. I just know I smell good. And you come over here kind of robbing me of my experience, man, with all these talking points, man. Can I enjoy my fragrance, man? What you say? It smelled like cherry medicine. I didn't even know that till you said that. Thanks. Now you've ruined my experience. Appreciate you, man. Can you imagine something like that? But guys, cherry, sweet. So it's the first sweet fragrance. Okay, remember those fragrances like we had Drakkar, I had that one too, before I had this one. Those fragrances, Drakkar, CK Obsession, those fragrances were very oak moss and deep, heavy patchouli, vetiver. You know, those fragrances were very earthy, okay? So they didn't have any sweetness at all. This is the first fragrance, had some sweetness, guys. Good old Joop, man. Good old fashioned Joop. Sweet. Check out Jeremy. Jeremy Fragrance, he got his nose on it years after and liked it. And man, pushing 2 million subs, man. Say what you want. That boy did that, man. Go and get that man his card, man. Next. Versace blue jeans, guys. Man, we used to go to the flea market and get these. When we found out the flea market had it for cheap, man, they had the up and up on the gray market. The flea market was like the discounter back in the day. They was the fragrance net, the fragrance X before this existed, okay? Guys, citrus, powdery. Now I'm gonna tell you something. In comparison to the newer fragrances, it is going to smell dated, okay? In comparison to the newer fragrances, okay? Yeah, man, it smells good, man. I wore it the other day. I may need to bring it back, you know what I'm saying? Guys, man, citrus, powdery, man. Citrus, powdery, guys, that's good. I should have been wearing this more often. Citrus, powdery, masculine, okay? Now we're going to the late 90s and really early 2000s, but the late 90s is really when I started wearing it and I discovered it, man. Issey Miyake. In my Pimp C voice, man, this was Pimp Cologne, man. Like Pimp say, you gonna smell my cologne. Issey Miyake. Or Bond number 9, you feel me? Let me tell you, Issey Miyake in the 90s, in that high heat, when that yuzu, listen, when that yuzu with the woody dry down, man, look, didn't have nothing like this till this came along. These fragrances were breaking the mold because we were coming from those old school dated fragrances, okay? So all these fragrances were breaking the molds left and right. Yeah, man, it just smells good, man. The chicks in the 90s loved this, man. And the early 2000s, the chicks, 2010 up in there, chicks still loved it, man. I don't know about the 2022 chicks. They might not like it, man. But they did in the 90s and the 2000s, man. God, it smells good, man. I need to wear these more often, guys. But yeah, man. That's my video. My top 3 fragrances from the 90s. In the comment section, Gen X, stand up, man. Older millennial, stand up, man. Younger millennials, if you was wearing them when you was 5, stand up, man. In the comment section, let me know what were your favorite fragrances from the 90s, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I did myself. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. Your boy Goldie's on the road to 1,000 subs, man, okay? I appreciate all my OG subs and all my new subs, man. More content coming soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.